Alright, welcome loves, welcome to my channel, Leo. You guys are up next. I have not done y'all in like freaking forever. Alright, but I am getting you. I keep seeing a freaking lion. Yeah, it's like I'm getting a very powerful energy, alright? But I'm also getting like an energy that has like grown. It has, shifted in a positive way. Alright, let's do 3 shuffles here. For, yeah, Leo. For the Leos. Alright, last one here. I just got a glimpse of the Jaguar. Look into that. Alright, maybe some of you guys got a Jaguar or want one. Like a car or something. Yeah, see? Alright, we have the number 46 with the serpent. Alright, we have the number 24 with the heart of the sky. So I feel like you really have like shed that old skin. Alright, and you've grown a new skin. But I feel like you are into sorcery. Yeah, see, I was getting a very like powerful energy, like, yeah. With the luminous warrior, you have a warrior spirit, number 32 with the luminous warrior, number 48 with the sorcerer. But I feel like, yeah, yes, definitely with the time master here. I feel like you are focused on like the cosmos, the heart of the sky, the universe, the cosmos. And trying to figure it out, because a warrior goes for the things that it's passionate about, right? It'll only fight for the things that have true passion and meaning and purpose. So, and I feel like as you do that, you are going to start tapping into some sense of sorcery. When you start to understand time, the sky, and you can get through anything as a warrior, and you carry a warrior spirit, yeah. So I feel like you're understanding a lot when it comes to time, how it works, everything. But that's where you're focused. All right? That is what I'm getting for you guys, okay? Number 57, the Time Master. So maybe you guys are going to figure out, maybe you guys are like into like physics and shit, where you're going to figure out like how time actually works, and just the universe in general and how everything works. You know what I mean? I feel like that is what you're focused on. All right? Because yeah, you've really grown. You've grown a lot. All right? To shed the skin, you've entered a new phase in your life. All right? Where you needed a different skin, where you needed a different energy, frequency and vibration in order to enter this. All right? So obviously with the snake, it's, a new chapter. All right? You shed that old you and you're moving into a new you. Which I'm loving what I'm seeing in today's world with some, I mean, not everything, because some shit is out of control and unbearable almost at times. But I remind myself that it has to happen in order to wake others up. I've said it before. Some people are not put here to evolve. Some people are here to kick ass and not kiss ass. Some people are here to kiss ass and not kick ass. All right? The ones that come here to kiss ass are going to be the ones that help us kick ass. All right? Because they're going to show us everything that we do not want to be. All right? Because without good, you can't have evil. Without evil, you can't have good. You wouldn't know the fucking difference. Okay? So, yeah, some people are put here as just, and they'll never evolve. All right? That's not their purpose. All right? They're here so other people can evolve through their, shitty life, I guess. As like a what not to be, what not to become, Like I've always told my sons, I've always told them ever since they were young, do not be me. Just because, you're part of me, you grew in me, you came out of me, and I raised you, doesn't mean you are me. And I would never want you to be me. All right, I would never understood why parents are like that, wanting their mini-me's and their kids to be just like them. Like, look at your life, really? And even if you did, don't you want them to be like their own unique person? But I've always told them, you know, don't be me, be better than me. Do better than me. Use my use my bad judgments and bad choices and obstacles as a tool of what not to do. All right? So that way you can rise up and keep, raising the frequency and vibration in the collective consciousness, and to rid, and help the ancestral line, down the road by breaking and smashing shit, knocking these cycles out by growing, Never understood that. It always bothered me when people would say that, and I still see it, today. Oh, my little mini me, my this, and like, really, especially people that have had a shitty fucking life. Like, why the fuck would you want your kid to have to, like, why would you even want your kid to be like that and go through that? And yeah, like, aren't we supposed to, like, shield our kids and, like, protect them and not want to see harm? It's just like everything that happens to our children, especially when they're young, and like underage. I mean, we're always parents, no matter what. But it's like these parents out here that take no accountability. Like, as parents, we are supposed to be protectors, right? The ones our children and loved ones can rely on to be there to keep us safe. So we have got to have good discernment, all right? Instincts. So we can see the danger, anything like that, before it creeps in. So people that have things that happen to, like, minor children and stuff, it's like, what the fuck? How does that even happen? And then it's like people will blame others instead of taking accountability because that might, make them look bad. Well, learn from it. Take accountability and learn from it. But yeah, it's like we are the ones that choose who we have around our kids. That is our discernment. That is our instincts. All right? And I never had a lot of people around my kids and I had boys. But I don't trust a lot of people. You never really fully know what a person is capable of. Nobody. I don't care how long you've known them, what family member they are, whatever. You never fully know, and we don't even fully know. Because one day something could flip or happen in our life that could, boom, right? So we have got to really be on the alert to create a safe environment, bust our ass to make sure our kids are not in an area that has more negative influences and harm and threats and, lack of safety. That's what we do for our kids. We want to keep them safe. We want to keep them pure and innocent. We do not want to let anything creep in because of our lack of discernment and poor judgment, our poor instincts that we allowed around to let this happen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So we have the number 19 fire. I don't know why the fuck I went on with that. I honestly don't. But it had to be said. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying it. All right? I fucking don't know. Like, what the fuck? Weird. Anyway, number 19, fire. All right, maybe that's when you started to see a shift, Because that's fire energy, all right, there. Yeah, with the 30 or maybe a 39. But the owl, I feel like, yeah, it's like you became wise at a young age. I'm getting a very wise age, or a wise, getting fucking talk. I'm getting a soul that is wise beyond its years here, all right? But I'm also getting, you're going to start to see more. So at the age of 46, I feel like you're really going to start to see another, with the serpent, shedding of the skin. All right. And that's going to be a pretty big one. very transformative, because you are, you know, going to be hitting midlife wherever you are, if you're close to it or not. 40s are midlife. All right. We have here number 18 with the Earth Keeper. We have the Eagle. So I feel like, yeah, it's like you have like a strong, I feel like, tie when it comes to like, yeah, the moon and the sky. And some of you guys, I feel like, get visions here. And as you get older, I feel like the visions are going to start to get more intense. All right. Some of you guys have done some vision quest, and that has really opened you up here. It's really unlocked, I feel like, a lot of secretive, deep, mysterious energy here. But I feel like storms, you love fucking storms. All right. So you could be tied to thunder being energy, storm energy. All right. Storm spirits. Number 30 with the lightning, 16 with the eagle, 37 with the moon, 60 for the vision quest. So yeah, I feel like you guys are like, yeah, something, maybe you guys are into like astronomy, astrology, you know, shit like that. All right, with the sky and the moon and the lightning and the eagle and the vision, and yeah, it's like, I don't know, but the moon here, it's like, maybe you guys like to study the moon. All right, have like a strong pull to the moon, the sky, the cosmos. With the fire, I feel like it's like a passion for you. All right. But I feel like you're going to learn to master time. All right. By learning and understanding. All right. Whoop. All right. Let's do 3 shuffles and get for the sign of Leo. I think you guys are going to do my last one. Because I've done quite a few within. Yeah. All right. Last one, loves. Oh my God. There you are. Oh my God. Leo. Yes, I was seeing that freaking lion there. Jeez. Yeah. Very strong, very brave. Like I said, them instincts are very strong. But I feel like I'm getting a very respectful energy too, though. Like a very mature, you know, like you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And I feel like you are, you know, very intuitive, very connected to the emotions here and the moon energy. So the moon might even affect you here. I feel like you have a strong pull and connection to the moon. All right. Like I said, the moon might affect you. All right. The moon phases. Yeah, with that strong pull, you feel it. All right. But you are like, I feel like a leader. You're proud. All right. And I feel like you're making other people proud. But it's like the power that stands next to you and beside you is what amplifies. All right. Your bravery, your courage, your strength, your determination here. We have here the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, I'm getting a very balanced energy, but you weigh things up, all right? When it comes, you know, you listen to your intuition, your instincts. Yeah, we have the Magician here before you put your wishes out there, because I feel like you understand it. All right, you're understanding how time in the universe, in the cosmos, the moon, and all this energy works. So you weigh things up because you know the power of manifestation. All right, you know the power of the manifestation, so you think before you act. All right, you're logical because you understand the mind and the energy that it puts out when it's something that is very passionate for you guys. All right, and you know you are powerful. You know you have the power. And you got to be careful, you know, what you wish for, because, you know, a lot of people wish for things. And our wishes, we never know when they're going to get granted. All right, we can put them out, right? And not be at that and not match that energy. But hell, a year or two down the road, we might, because energy can't be destroyed. So it could be weeks, months, years down the road. You finally match that energy and it comes in and then you don't want it no more. Yeah. That's why I always say, be careful what y'all wish for. Because you might just get it and it might not be what you thought it was, because our brains can fool us. All right, look at that. Yeah, look at that. You have just renewed yourself. You found a passion that has ignited you, that has sparked your interest. Oh, definitely, with the Ace of freaking Swords here, definitely. All right, the Lovers here, you may have had help from a lover. All right, you and a lover might be two very powerful people that are very connected to the universe, universal energies, the creator, enlightened lovers. Your lover may have helped enlighten you and vice versa. But there is a beautiful spark here. There is a very strong passion, a very strong desire when it comes to what it is that you want. Your mind is sharp. It's clear. You've had a breakthrough. All right. An epiphany. Or either that or it's going to be happening. We have the Temperance here. All right. It's like you are no longer at a crossroads. All right. You're understanding about celebrating life. Okay. And it's like you're understanding the importance of patience, discernment, healing. And that when you are brilliant and enlightened, you can create anything that you want. And you sure as hell got the power. So let's just get this wrapped up, Leos. All right? There is divine energies all around you, all right, in your life. They're intervening, moving things around, all right, and just guiding you, all right, an angelic energy. Some of you guys might be a fire trine, or, you know, just have a trine somewhere in your chart, okay? But yeah, it's like we got two beautiful gifts from the universe, all right? It's like now that your mind is leveled up and more open, it's like you're going to start to get more information, all right? But you're where you're supposed to be in life, all right? This is where you are fated and destined to be going and headed. And you're going to start to see your luck change. You're going to start to see more good things coming in for you, hence your wishes that would be fulfilled. And just, you know, letting this shift happen. Ooh. So we have here the Hermit, all right, Virgo energy. So some of you guys, I feel, well, you guys, the hell just happened with my deck here? The frick? Yeah, it's like you guys probably are hermits, all right? Could be hermits. We got the title card here. Then we have Aquarius. So yeah, it's like you're moving into an energy where it's like you are teaching yourself, or maybe you're going to step into a leadership role where you will be teaching, but you are also starting to see the big picture, all right, and taking control of your life. You're brilliant, you're smart, your crown chakra is like open, and it is taking in so much knowledge, all right, that is going to benefit you, all right? It's like you're no longer in a turbulent energy, all right? Because Leos can be a little wild and demanding for attention and arrogant and stuff like that. But I feel like you are moving into a different energy, all right? Where you're finding the ebb and flow of life as you as you are finding out time and space and all of that in the moon and how everything works. It's like you are a badass, all right? It's like you may be a hermit, all right? Like your solitude. Most people like this do, because we don't fit in out there. And it's too noisy and dumb. No, I can't do shit like that. And I think you Leos can't either. But it's like, yeah, it's like you're making the best path with the title card, all right? You're finding the path that's going to be for your best self, all right? And it's making you brilliant. It's making you even freaking smarter, all right? Freaking love it. All right, there ain't nothing wrong with being a hermit. When you're a hermit and you that's when you become better, because you are alone with yourself. You find peace with yourself. All right. And you think and do that deep introspection. All right. And that is how you come out like fucking wise as shit and powerful as shit. Like the King of freaking Wands in Aquarius and that's you with the King of Wands, Leo. Yeah, it's like the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Like, what the fuck? That's powerful. All right. You carry power. So we have play. Have fun and celebrate. Yeah. Don't be so serious. All right. But make sure it's not low vibe shit like bars and partying and drinking and drugs, and because that's just going to set you back. All right. It's like going out in nature or going on a, just something away from like all the stupid chaos, the 3D shit that dumbs you down, So you probably like to do things a little different. It's like, you won't ever catch me in a goddamn bar unless I'm grabbing some good food every once in a while, but that's very rare. Yeah. I don't associate places like that. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that shit. And it's like life is beautiful. And I love my solitude. I love being home. Yeah. Home is my sanctuary. It's my peace. Other than in my safe place. Other than, being out in nature. But, yeah. Okay, so you're birthing a new age here and you're awakening and you are getting energetic upgrades. You are entering a new way of being. It's integration. All right. It's like you're dreaming a new world into being here. All right. By understanding time, the cosmos, the moon, everything, the energy. All right. Because storms are powerful energy. And it's like things are just opening up left and right. It's crazy, like beautiful. So it's good to be a hermit. A lot of, if not all, gurus, like, spiritualists, witches, seers, the actual real ones, you don't see them out and about. They ain't all loud. They ain't screaming it at the top of the lungs. They ain't telling everybody what they are. It's like you don't even see them. You don't even probably fucking know they exist in your area or your town or whatever. Yeah, because they don't know. They're on a whole different level. They don't feed into this 3D world. So a lot of times you got to go through somebody that somebody knows somebody and so on to be able to find a real, true, pure psychic or medium, seer, channeler. Yeah, it's like they're not a dime a dozen like YouTube presents it, Anybody can put a title and learn a definition of the cards. That's why I like to seriously give a rundown of what I'm feeling the reading is going to be like. And then that way the cards just confirm it majority of the time. And I've had people tell me that. That's the only reason why I'm speaking of it, because I don't tell people. I let people say what they see out of me. And thank you for the one that said I'm enchanting. Man, you made me feel so happy. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. I think I did comment here. So we have the inner temple. Okay? Devotion, tuning into the portal of your heart. Okay? And then we have the soul family, which is speaking of calling in your tribe, because you ain't got to do this world yourself, but you're powerful enough. All right? You're getting intuitive hints. All right? So I'm going to leave that there, loves.